Hello. Welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I'm here 365 days of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. So just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. I'll be happy to do what I can, read on the collective energy. I'm on a staycation, so that is why we've had the crazy sunglasses this week. We have Thurston here with me today. Hello. And some nice little, I'm guessing raspberry for the frozen pops, but anyway. 10% of my income from everything black and orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country, and that's an ongoing thing. We have epic troll slayers who keep us safe. Thank you. All right, and I've got all your questions in the chat. If you're watching this on replay, hello, you go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there, and I timestamp them as I go. So, all right, so you guys need, I'm grateful for it because that's awesome. So, because I can't see or read anything with these on. Oh. I'm going to do. I'm going to just put these here. Okay. All right. If you guys can come up with a name for the names for the parrots, I'd be very grateful. Just hanging out there. Okay. Let me grab the cards. And I'm sure nobody cares, but this is a different shirt than the one I was wearing yesterday. This one is slightly moving towards a French vanilla. But anyway. Well, Betty Harper Sunday. I think I might have my goth beach glasses. But anyway. Oh, I like that piece with 2 and can. All right. So I'm just going to start at the top of the questions, and I'm going to work my way down. This is Sarah's day off, so she is at home hanging out with her kids. Apparently watching the Stranger Things, the last 2 episodes of the season. I haven't seen them yet. I'm going to watch with my mom. Hello, Becca. Becca from House of Lenormand is in the chat. And do follow House of Lenormand. She's awesome. So anyway. Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right. So we're going to start with Happy Canada Day. Happy Canada Day to our northern siblings. Congratulations, and may you have many, many years of freedom and health and happiness ahead of you. So, okay. It is at 4 minutes in. Okay, we're going to stump. We're going to start with 3 Trump questions. This isn't actually workable. I've got to figure out a lot of things if I ever wanted to make this work. But I will throw in that I did get some sound effects, which I don't think I'll use, but or at least not very often. But they are interesting. It's like, oh, there's a Trump rally. Oh, sorry, that's really loud. Sorry, I scared the cat. I'm sorry. It's a Trump rally. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. What I really think about Trump, although it sounds like Morse code. And Fox News, last one, Fox News, after Cassidy Hutchinson's testimony. Yeah. So anyway, silliness. All right. Doesn't matter. All right. At the kitty's okay. He went back to sleep. Okay, so at like 5:15. Trump thought marching to the Capitol with rioting supporters would be a dramatic made-for-TV moment. And thank you, Kristen, from Uncover the News for bringing great headlines. Because, wow. Trump thought marching to the Capitol with rioting supporters, well, as long as he didn't actually have to walk, he doesn't walk. A dramatic made-for-TV moment. What can you tell me about this? How would it have gone? How would it have gone? And a little bit more on this topic when it comes to the legality or illegality of what happened that day. Strength. Well, getting the National Guard down there would have been a priority. Getting more law enforcement down there, there wouldn't have been a, no, we don't want to, we don't like the optics. It would have been like, the president is down there with a whole mob. Oh, and the people in Congress. Get everyone, is what would have happened. Elizabeth M. says, I sort of wish I'd let him go to the Capitol, would be rid of him already. Well, you know he wouldn't have been the one climbing through a window. You know he wouldn't be the one getting his hands dirty. Oh, the cult members trying to steal the election. It stopped. Biden got in, and the Republicans are weakened. That's all I'm getting. I'm not even getting much of a, look, we're not even going to bother. We're not going to bother reading on what might have been. Alexander Bellino saying he wanted to be carried on their shoulders. Frida Smith, red and blue, for the names of the parrots. Does it matter? Does it matter that he was trying to get down there? Will it help lead to him being held accountable? Or is this just a meh? Oh, Frida Smith, no way. No. You are not naming these parrots Green and Bobert. No. Theft. Cult members. Corruption. Give it time. I'm getting a very strong, give it time. I've got 3 major arcana here, and I've got a sense of, you just you wait. I really feel like there's more. I really feel like there's more coming. It doesn't seem possible, but Cindy, Ginger and Marianne. Oh, I think I like that. Ginger and Marianne, that would be perfect. Because we have Thurston and then Ginger and Marianne. It's perfect. Cindy, let's do that. Let's do that, Cindy. Thank you. Oh, I knew I could count on you. All right, 9 minutes in. Let's have a look at... Can you read on the status of Trump and the allies' karma bill, and when the hits the fan for them? Trump and allies' karma bill. Ace of Swords, Sword of Truth. The more truth comes out. Yes, Ricky, the fit hits the shan. Exactly. Snow says, I hope the male parrots like those names. I know, but maybe they want you to respect their life choices. Two of Wands, Emperor, Knight of Wands, Fool, and Four of Swords. This doesn't feel, this is, okay. The messages of the Emperor and the idiots who fought for him and the things that the Emperor did too, and think they can still go on with, just keep on keeping on, including Trump. But this Four of Swords, it's as quiet as a tomb. It's often legislative or legal or communications. But this doesn't feel like, what the arguments against them are going to fail. It feels like the Fool falls. It just goes clunk. It feels like it is just like it's it almost feels like there's no way to escape it at this point. There's no way for them to escape justice at this point. I know that doesn't necessarily even seem possible because we've been through so much. Elizabeth M. And now for our 3-hour tour. Exactly. Our 3-hour tour through politics. You actually, TN, there are all kind of bodily noises on here too, but there's no way I'd use them. Anyway, all right, so 12:30. So, DeSantis leads the 2024 GOP pack for president if Trump doesn't run. Oh yes, go ahead. Go right ahead and put the absolute extremist candidate up when people are already going to be very, very angry that their rights have been taken away. Mm-hmm. So, DeSantis for president. DeSantis for president. Yeah, I'm not holding my breath for that to happen. There are going to be a lot of Democratic voters going out. Bigly. Yeah. Ace of Swords. 2 of Wands. 2 of Swords. Emperor. 3 of Swords. Aww. Do I have a thing? No, not that. No, I thought I did. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't have the proper sound effect ready to pull up. I just got this morning, so DeSantis, it's not going to end well for you. No. The Emperor, yeah, no. Just no. Yes, exactly. Exactly. No, this is voters deciding. This is the truth coming out. This is DeSantis and his far-right communication, but this is voters voting. And you'll notice, because I'm being drawn to the fact that it's a woman. Nil point. So, no. Okay. All right, at 15 and a bit. Larry Murray, I know this may sound like a movie plot. Could there more to come be Russia connection? Oh, it could be. But I've got my questions for today, I'm afraid. But I'm here 365 days of the year. So just throw your questions in the chat before I come on. Happy to read on them. All right, at 15:45-ish. Okay. Oh, this is just amusing. 15:45. Trump doesn't rule out running with DeSantis as his VP. I get along with him. I saw this interview with Trump. Oh, he's not running with DeSantis. The tone conveyed the bristling, and the tone conveyed a oh nay. And those two narcissists, oh my gosh, they would seriously, we could I don't know. I don't believe in kidnapping. I'm just saying that if something happened and the two of them were locked in a room together for a couple of days, I'm not sure both of them would be walking out. Oh, the narcissism. Oh, the narcissism. Ugh. CC Ryder, lie. Trump and Stone hate DeSantis. So, Trump and DeSantis, huh? I'll just do 3 cards. But sure. Go ahead. Magician. This feels like elbowing. Who's in charge? Ricky, don't give me any more hope, please. There's America. Worried. I think would be worried at the insult to injury. And yeah, no. Just no. Just no. No. Yeah, okay. At 18 minutes in, Holly in France had a question. I actually have my protein coffee over here because I'm a bit hungry. Darren, are those ketchup popsicles? At least one of them. The rest are raspberry. But yes, at least one of them is a ketchup popsicle. I love that. That's definitely. Mm-hmm. All right, what's going on here? Because this is being difficult. This one. If I did it, can I get this thing to stay if I put it over here? I wonder if that would help. There we go. Ginger and Marianne. All right, 19 minutes in. Holly in France was saying Biden's poll numbers are terrible. Why? Why are his poll numbers terrible? I don't get it. I really don't. He passed an infrastructure, massive. He got us out of the pandemic. He got us out of Afghanistan. He is decent. He cares about people. We don't have to worry. Oh my gosh, did you guys hear the sweet burn? Biden's sweet burn? James Corden apparently decided to be Biden's assistant and got a little too comfortable. So Corden, did. As the president showed off as Biden showed off his moon rock display, Corden encouraged him to put the item on eBay. Corden surveyed the rest of the office and noted, a lot of this stuff worth a lot of money. Biden replied, you're getting me mixed up with the last president. So will Biden's poll numbers improve? Star. He's given us hope. 3 of Wands, 7 of Swords, 9 of Wands. The more that comes out about the other side, or what they did, the stealing, the attempt to steal the election, the plans they had in place, the more they're on the defensive, the more people see what a nightmare we just barely made it out of, the more it will look good for Biden, and he'll be appreciated. Alexander Bellino says he's discussing abortion access with governors right now. Good. Although Kristen just brought a headline, breaking news, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton said his office is looking into fining Texas-based businesses over $100,000 each time they pay for an employee to obtain an out-of-state procedure. Yeah. And how exactly are they going to find out? Okay. Nikki Rigel's people's eyes are starting to open. Some people's eyes are starting to open, and that's good. Okay. 2230. Eileen had a question at 22, I'll say 40. Will Meadows try to leave the country to avoid testifying? And then will others try? But right now, will Meadows try to leave the country to avoid testifying? Eileen is also pointing out, but that would go against interstate commerce, which is one way to take it down, the whole thing down. So Meadows, are you going to try to leave the country? This will be like 23. Oh, he feels so exposed after Tuesday, which makes sense. But, he feels like the floor dropped out from beneath him. Doesn't feel like leaving. Are there any hints? Does he suddenly have, some storage pods being delivered? Joyce Gordon says the DOJ won't let that happen. Well, I would hope, but all right. Oh yeah, secrets, but we knew that. Seven of Swords, Hierophant, Justice, Lovers, 10 of. Oh no, he's talking. He's going to be. He was a part of this government conspiracy. He was part of this conspiracy to steal the election. Theft, government. Justice card with the cult members to create a Trump dynasty. And right now he's got secrets, but this feels like this doesn't continue. I'm not getting fleeing. I'm getting justice. I'm still not entirely convinced he isn't cooperating with the DOJ. Let me double check. Is Mark Meadows, is he cooperating with the DOJ, even reluctantly, to try and save his hide? Mark Meadows, sorry, cooperating with the DOJ. Ooh, that's a lot of sharing, bringing things to light. 9 of Pentacles. So he thinks he was in this position of power. He saw what was going on. It's not feeling great. Sometimes I get that he is. Sometimes I get that he isn't. I wonder if it's, he's giving a little, because originally he turned over like 2,000 messages, and then it stopped. And then, so maybe there's been kind of a start and stop. But he knew what was going on. And everything, and I mean everything that I can tell about Cassidy Hutchinson, she was telling the truth. Everything in her energy, everything in her mannerisms. Thomas Ballantyne is saying he's feeding the DOJ only teaspoons. I think there's a lot to that. So he's still trying to obfuscate. But I don't get him running away. So Suburban Housewife is saying maybe he made some kind of immunity deal. I get yes and no. Belittle a bit. I think he's been ducking and dodging. And boy, with Cassidy Hutchinson, her testimony just blindsided him. It was like an explosion off to the side. Okay, at 28, Kevin had a question. When is Uncle Joe going to realize Mitch will never negotiate in good faith? Come on, man. Yeah. Honestly, I've not done well with my staycation. Matter of fact, I'm wondering if I'm going to have to expand it into next week after the 4th of July, because I'm really not getting much rest at all. So I really haven't tried. I've tried not to look into this too much. My limited understanding is that there is a judge who Biden is trying to help get into office. Is that right? Into position, whatever you call it. But he's pro-life. He's anti-choice. But Biden's doing it because he made a deal with Mitch McConnell to stop Mitch McConnell from blocking all of his nominations. Alexander Bellino says, considering the nomination, yeah, it's I don't like this. And yeah, you cannot trust Mitch McConnell. No. I want to see, it's like, okay, I will work to get this person in right after you start holding up your end of the deal. Do not trust Mitch. Are you crazy? If Mitch McConnell says water is wet, don't even test it, because it's probably acid. Oh, it's not confirmed. Jen Glenn. There's no space open for a new judge in Kentucky. Okay. King of Pentacles. All right. Oh, I got such terrible cards for Mitch yesterday. Warmed my little heart. Oh, if I don't become majority leader after the midterms in the Senate, I'm going to retire. Oh, please. Promise? Oh, promise, oh, promise, oh, promise. Two of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Hierophant. Yeah, don't trust Mitch. No. Nay. Not even a little. Kevin Brazil says a 1-for-1 swap, supposedly. He wants to elevate a judge, and Mitch wants an anti-abortion judge in exchange. No. Don't. He's not going to. That's not balanced. He's not going to. No. He's still on his crusade. Do not do it. Don't do it. Don't trust it. Don't trust him. No, and no. Come on, man. Okay, No Name here says it's a misinformation campaign. The actual position isn't open for an appointment. Okay. Plucky Heroine is saying, let's manifest retirement for Mitch. Okay. Yvonne M is saying, can we get that in writing, Mitch? Mm-hmm. Oh, boy. Well, is Biden actually going to do it? Is he going? It could just be a rumor, but is Biden actually going to? Because especially right now, making any kind of deal to promote an anti-choice judge. Page of Swords. 4 of Wands, Queen of Wands, 8 of Wands. I don't think so. I've got a bully, and I've got a whole bunch of far-right Republicans. That's all I've got. Have a great day, Marie. Okay. Sherry Barello is saying Mitch would probably use disappearing ink on getting anything in writing. Mm-hmm. Yes. All right. So, I don't know who this person is. I went and looked him up. He's a fascist. He's awful. His name is Nick Fuentes. Says there should only be Christian countries. Wants to see Christian nationalism imposed on the entire world. You are going to become a Christian. Okay, Nick Fuentes. Nick, as in the devil, Fuentes. Okay. What's gonna happen to Nick Fuentes? He doesn't even deserve 3 cards, but sure. Oh, yeah, he's serious. He's serious. 10 of Wands, King of Cups. Oh, is Biden cramping your fascist style? 8 of, but at least women are being put in their place. What a bunch of bunk. Ignore the trolls. Don't feed the trolls. Yeah. Go over and make your money from outrage. Bye. Bye. Yeah, he's a white. Yeah, I agree, Almenzi. He's a white supremacist who's been banned from this, that, and everything else. And yeah, bye. waste of time. Matter of fact, I didn't write down the time I started doing that. Okay, 32-ish. Question marks. All right, so at 35 and a bit, so let's say 35:30, Kevin was asking, will the huckster behind QAnon ever be exposed? Sometimes I hear, he's come back, he's come out, we know who it is, we don't know who it is, we know who it is, we don't know who it is, we know who it is. It's just like, whatever. Come on, man. or Biden's other great presidential quote, shut up, man. Oh, boy. QAnon. Waste of space. Ooh. The death card. I'm big and scary. Uh-huh. So you're keeping yourself hidden because otherwise would be like, you're a twerp. Sit down. 10 of wands, 6 of cups, king of swords. Serena Mama Bear says, how can he be a white nationalist with a last name like that? I never understood that. No, why are there collaborators? Why are there, people who decide that they're going to be on the winning side, whatever that means. So this actually feels like whatever situation this is, we may hear less and less about Q. Because we just get on with our lives. There might be some legal aspects in future, but mostly this is showmanship. Oh, look how big and scary I am. Scared. Be afraid. Afraid yet? Because I'm really. Ooh. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what I think about Q. Okay. All right. At 38 and a bit, Kristen had a question. 38:15. Belarusian dictator Lukashenko apparently says something to the effect of post-Soviet countries should be interested in closer ties to the Union state, Russia and Belarus, if they want to maintain their sovereignty and independence, unquote. Is it only me, or is this a thinly veiled threat? Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kevin. Kristen says, new. All 5 Republican candidates for the Michigan governor just indicated at a debate they want the Supreme Court to go after same-sex marriage next now that Roe is overturned. Yep. Yeah, that's exactly what they want. Absolutely. Do not underestimate how bad this is going to get, unfortunately. But it will not last. It will not last. But they are going to show their rear ends in every possible way they can. They're going to alienate voters from coast to coast. Belarusian dictator Lukashenko. Lukashenko actually feels scared. Lukashenko feels like he's looking at what's happening in Ukraine, and it's like, oh, Russia isn't as strong as we thought they were. But he's going to stick with Putin. I mean, why? That's his thing. Yeah, judgment. He feels pretty scared. I've got a star, sun, chariot, 8 of wands, 10 of cups. Yeah, Lukashenko, I don't think it's going to go so well for you. This is what's happening in Ukraine. This is beautiful energy. And even though the Russians are firing down, it's not. Sit down. Lukashenko, sit down. Yeah. Oh, boy. I think that's kind of cool. Ginger and Marianne, they're transparent parrots. I like that. All right, 42. And on related news, Russia admits it's running out of weapons in the Ukraine war. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do. Well, we know they're taking apart in Russia. We know they're taking apart old aircraft because they can't get equipment to repair. They can't get new equipment new bits to repair the aircraft they have. Four of Wands. They're making it look a little rosier than it actually is. Knight of Cups, Page of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, King of Pentacles. It's moving. They do have more people than Ukraine, but the Ukrainians are more motivated. Putin's still there. He's still stupidly rich. Smoke and mirrors. Just tell everybody we're so amazing and wonderful, and if they're admitting they're running low on ammo, then that seems odd to me. But if they did, I wonder if there's some strategic something to that, because this is just a put on a facade. The facade's good enough. That's all I get. Frida Smet says they bombed a mall with an anti-ship missile. All right. It's going to wait. Let me double check. Russia fighting Ukraine. It's embarrassing. I don't know that Putin's necessarily capable of embarrassment, but it's embarrassing. 8 of wants to subjugate Ukrainians. 9 of Wands, 6 of Cups, 6 of Swords. Putin is bigly mad. He wants to get the native Ukrainians out. He's bigly mad, but this is all minor arcana. It doesn't feel like he has a lot of power to do a ton of stuff. So Almenzi says that Ukraine took back Snake Island. Yes, it's awesome. Okay. 46. Sandy Miller had a question. Recent attacks on pro-Russian officials in southern Ukraine indicate signs of a growing resistance movement. Will this resistance become more widespread in Ukraine's occupied areas? Yes. Yes. Ukraine's not giving up. They're just not. That's just not happening. Ukraine's resistance movement. What's really sad is apparently in France, the resistance in France, they did a lot, but excuse me, it turns out that because they were so afraid of being caught and what have you, many of them became so paranoid that they just, after the war, they were just loners. They just stayed isolated. It did a number on them mentally. But hopefully that's not this. Ukrainian resistance. Star. Heroes. Heroes. Temperance. 5 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Emperor. There's temperance, but it's also keeping hope, keeping things going, no matter how bad the situation is for Ukrainians. And it is pretty bad, but it's bad for the Russian military too. The higher ups, they've been stealing from the Russian military, and then you've got Putin over here. They're not going to give up. They're not going to let Russia just take over. No. They're fighting the good fight, and bless them. Bless every one of them. From the tops of their heads to the tips of their toes. So. Oh boy. What else have we got? Anything? Yes. 2 more questions. At 48:15, Schadenfreude? Schadenfreude? Jeff Bezos' yacht is stuck as company rolls out dismantling an iconic bridge. Oh, poor baby. Oh, you can get your super yacht through there. Come on, Jeffrey, you can do it. Put your back into it. What's going to happen to Jeff Bezos? Because really, Alexander Belina says, now's a good time for wah, 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 wah. Workers. According to this, entertainment only, I'm just reading the collective energy. The collective energy around Jeff Bezos is, in future, he will not be judged for how much money he made. He will not be judged for how much money he has. He will be judged by how he treated others. And it's great if you can create jobs, but it has to be decent. Hierophant, King of Wands, Six of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. He's got some government problems. A push for more mom and pop kind of stores to come back, or at least not have to go through Amazon. Working. This feels like I think it is. Well, it feels rather inevitable that Amazon will be split up at some point. That's just what it feels like. Yes, Jen Glenn, that's exactly the song. Yeah. You know, I'm not anti-Amazon. I just think it needs to be a fair playing field. And I know there are many, many small businesses who sell through Amazon, and it's great. They would be out of business completely. Otherwise, many. But that's the people who have other businesses who are just selling through. The actual workers at Amazon. But that's what I'm. That's what it feels like. That's what Jeff Bezos will be remembered for. It's not the money. It was your business model. In future, people are going to care about what you did for the climate. They're going to care about how you treated the people around you. They're not going to give a toss about how much money you made. Five of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, but he still thinks it's all about the money, and then he doesn't understand why unionizing and please. When the people working for you are on food stamps, and you have a super yacht, you're having trouble getting through a bridge, you need to rethink your life. Oh boy. Okay. One more question, which is good because I'm getting tired. But I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. Okay, now I was going to look this up and I ran out of time. So let me look this up quickly. I want to go to, is it Snopes? What is Snopes? What's the name of that? Hang on. Yeah, I need to go to actual Snopes or whatever it is. Okay, 1 second here. Let's do a search. Clarence Thomas. Rating. Clarence Thomas. COVID vaccines. One more try. No, it's not over there yet. Okay. So anyway, he's trying to say at 55 minutes in, Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas repeated misleading claims that COVID-19 vaccines were made using cells of terminated pregnancies. Thank you, Linda Sue. Thank you. Hierophant. Ace of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Page of Cups. He's got his agenda. He's very small-minded. This energy, trying to look into Clarence Thomas's brain, you've got to squint and get really close, because there isn't much space. Maybe one eye at a time. Ignore him. Ignore him. Yeah. Okay. Well, I am tired, and I have read on 13 question. No, maybe more than that. Anyway, I read on a whole bunch of questions, and I'm done with my little bug-eyed glasses here. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will be back here tomorrow. I imagine Sarah will be with me. Today is her day off. So she was going to help me this week. But yes, she needs a day off. All right. Hang in there. We're in this together. You're not alone. And we're going to get through this. All right. So take care. And don't forget, there are good days ahead. And there are silly days today. At least one silly day today. All right. So hang in there, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.